Imagine machines that, well, don't just do things, but actually learn, adapt, maybe even figure out new ways to work.
Uh-huh.
That's what we're digging into today, this really powerful mix of artificial intelligence and robotics.
Exactly. We're definitely past the if stage, aren't we? Now it's all about the how.
Sure.
How is AI changing robotics?
Right.
And we've got some great material here looking at the AI plus robotics certification. Our mission today really is to give you a clear sense of why this convergence matters, what it looks like right now, and, what it could mean for you.
Okay, let's dive in. The info we have really stresses that AI isn't some, like, sci-fi dream anymore. It's here. It's impacting things.
Oh, absolutely not theoretical. Look at the numbers by 2030. Projections suggest AI could add, $1.35 trillion to the global economy?
Wow, $1.35 trillion.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge, enough to really shake things up. And it's global. North America has the lead currently, maybe 28.8% market share.
Wow.
But Asia Pacific is right there at 25%, Europe around 24.3%, and other places are really picking up steam too.
And this AI, this intelligence, it's not just staying in the cloud or on servers, it's getting into the machines themselves, the robots.
Precisely. That's the core of this convergence. AI is pushing robots beyond just basic automation. We're talking complex operations now.
How? What's enabling that jump?
Well, key technologies like machine learning, that's where robots learn from data. They don't need every single step programmed. Then there's computer vision.
Letting them see?
Right. Interpret images, video feeds, understand their surroundings, and natural language processing, NLP, so they can understand us, respond to voice commands, that sort of thing.
Okay, and I saw mentions of deep learning and reinforcement learning. Those sound significant.
They are. They're really pushing the envelope. Deep learning lets robots handle, massive amounts of complex data, find subtle patterns, a bit like our brains do. And reinforcement learning, that's fascinating. It's basically learning by doing trial and error. A robot tries things, gets feedback, figures out the best way to, say, navigate a cluttered room or perform a delicate task. It leads to smarter, self-optimizing systems.
You can already see this making waves in big industries, right?
Yeah.
Manufacturing, healthcare.
Absolutely. Manufacturing is a huge one. Robots aren't just assembling anymore. They're using AI to predict when they or other machines might need maintenance before they break down.
Predictive maintenance. Got it.
Exactly. Healthcare, think more precise robotic surgery, robots helping with patient logistics, even some aspects of care and logistics. Well, AI is optimizing everything from warehouse layouts to delivery routes, big efficiency gains there.
So that's the now. What's next? Where is this heading in the, let's say, near future?
We're definitely looking at increased autonomy, robots doing more complex stuff with less direct human control. Predictive analytics will get even sharper, not just predicting failures, but maybe suggesting the best fix. And human-robot collaboration, making that interaction feel more natural, more seamless.
Can you give me a feel for what that looks like? A leap beyond what we have now.
Sure. Imagine a factory robot that doesn't just flag a potential part failure, but analyzes wear patterns, operating conditions, maybe even supply chain data for the replacement part, and then suggests the optimal time to schedule the repair to minimize production impact.
Wow, okay. That's very specific.
Or in a warehouse, robots constantly analyzing order flow and physically reorganizing shelves overnight for maximum efficiency the next day.
Self-optimizing the whole environment.
Exactly. And working with people. Maybe robots that can read subtle body language or understand implied requests, not just explicit commands. Reinforcement learning is key here, letting them adapt and make nuanced choices in really dynamic situations.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. How is AI changing the business of robotics itself? Not just the robot capabilities, but the industry.
Yeah, it's a fundamental shift.
Yeah.
AI brings, better precision, higher efficiency, more consistency, tasks that are repetitive or need extreme accuracy. AI-powered robots excel there.
Which frees people up, presumably.
That's the idea. It enables more advanced automation, letting human workers move away from the routine or dangerous stuff and focus more on strategy, creativity, problem-solving, the higher-level thinking.
Makes sense. You mentioned predictive maintenance earlier. That sounds like a huge cost saver.
It really is. Unexpected downtime is incredibly expensive. AI analyzing sensor data to predict failures before they happen, that allows for planned maintenance, avoids those costly emergency shutdowns. It's a game changer compared to just fixing things after they break.
And it's not just about preventing problems, but also handling new things.
Yeah.
Adaptive learning.
Right. AI allows robots to learn from new situations, unexpected events. They don't need a full reprogramming for every little change. This flexibility makes them much more versatile. And that adaptability itself, it fuels innovation. It opens the door to totally new robotic applications and services we haven't even thought of yet.
But it can't all be smooth sailing. What are the big roadblocks? What challenges is the industry facing?
Well, the pace of change, for one. Technology is evolving so fast, just keeping up is a challenge.
Sure.
Then there are the costs. Developing and deploying these really sophisticated systems isn't cheap, at least initially. Integration can be tricky too, getting these advanced robots to work smoothly with older systems or existing workflows.
Complex stuff.
And data. These robots generate and consume huge amounts of data. Managing that, analyzing it effectively, that's a major task in itself.
Okay, so those are pretty significant hurdles. How does AI help tackle those problems? It almost sounds like AI is part of the solution to the problems created by advanced AI and robotics.
In a way, yeah. AI can analyze industry trends, helping companies see what's coming next. It can optimize the robot design and prototyping phase using simulations, which can actually cut down development costs.
Interesting.
AI analytics can smooth out the integration process, helping figure out compatibility issues in real time. And crucially, AI is what makes sense of all that data processing vast streams, finding the patterns, turning noise into actionable insights.
It really is all connected. Let's talk about people, the workforce. How is this AI-robot integration affecting jobs? Is it just about replacing people?
It's more nuanced than just replacement. Yes, automation handles repetitive, strenuous, or dangerous tasks. But the goal often is to shift human workers towards roles needing critical thinking, creativity, oversight, leadership. It's transforming how we work.
So changing roles, not just eliminate them. And upskilling must be critical then.
Absolutely essential. AI itself is being used to create better training tools, personalized learning paths. It helps ensure people get the skills needed to work with these new systems, managing them, maintaining them, even developing new uses for them.
Okay, so for someone listening, maybe thinking about bringing AI into their robotics setup, what's the process? How do you actually do it?
It's a structured approach, really. First, you got to pinpoint where AI will give you the biggest bang for your buck, which functions.
Right. Be strategic.
Then data. You need to gather the right data and get it cleaned up, ready for training AI models. After that, you choose your tools, the AI algorithms, the software frameworks.
Okay.
Then the actual training happens. You feed the data to the models. Once they're trained, you embed them into the robots, the software. Test, evaluate rigorously in the real world. And it's not a one-shot deal. It's continuous refinement. Collect more data, retrain, improve.
That cycle makes sense. Which leads us nicely to this AI plus robotics certification you mentioned earlier. It sounds like it's built to teach exactly these kinds of skills and processes. Who's it really for?
It's aimed pretty broadly, actually. Robotics engineers who need to integrate AI, definitely. AI folks who want to see their work move in the physical world. Tech professionals generally who need to stay current. And importantly, business leaders, people who need to understand the strategic potential here, make informed decisions about adopting this tech. Basically, anyone wanting a serious role in this future.
And the market seems to agree there's a future here.
Yeah.
Those growth projections are pretty startling.
They really are. The material cites the AI robotics market hitting around $17 billion in 2024, then jumping to over $64 billion by 2030.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a compound annual growth rate of nearly 25%. That screams demand. Huge opportunity for people with the right skills.
So what does the certification actually teach? What are the nuts and bolts?
It covers a lot of ground, starts with the basics history, principles of both AI and robotics, where things stand now. Then it gets into the hardware sensors, actuators, control systems, but critically, how machine learning enhances them, makes them smarter.
Okay, fundamentals first.
Then autonomous systems, intelligent agents, how robots operate independently, and the tools of the trade practical frameworks like TensorFlow, PyTorch for AI models, OpenCV for computer vision, and ROS, the robot operating system, which is huge in robotics development.
So hands-on tools too. What about the core AI techniques? Deep learning.
Big focus there. Deep learning, especially things like convolutional neural network, CNNs, they're vital for perception, how robots recognize objects, navigate, understand scenes from camera feeds.
Right, the seeing part again.
And reinforcement learning is covered too, how to set up systems where robots learn the best actions through that trial and error feedback loop we talked about.
You mentioned generative AI earlier too. That seems like newer frontier for robotics.
It is, and it's exciting. Things like Jan's generative adversarial networks. They could be used for, say, automatically designing novel robot grippers or finding incredibly efficient robot motions. The market for that specific niche is also projected to grow rapidly, like 35% annually, reaching over $23 billion by 2033.
And how robots talk to us, NLP.
Yep, natural language processing is in there, making interactions smoother, voice commands, understanding intent. Plus, the certification includes practical work, Python coding for object recognition, path planning exercises, looking at real-world uses like precision agriculture.
It sounds very comprehensive. Does it also look ahead? Emerging tech.
It does. Touches on things like blockchain, quantum computing, how they might intersect with robotics down the line. It covers robotic process automation, RPA, and how AI makes that more powerful for business processes. Ethics and safety are a big module too, bias, accountability, regulations.
Crucial topics.
And finally, it looks at future trends. Advanced surgical robots, social robots for elder care, fully autonomous logistics, even quantum-enhanced machine learning.
Okay, so the potential is massive. The tools are developing, the training exists.
Yeah.
But what stops companies from just jumping in? You mentioned hurdles earlier. What are the big adoption blockers according to recent studies?
Yeah, that's a key point. A 2023 study, I think it was IBM and OECD, found the biggest barrier cited by employers, 42% of them, was the skills gap. Just not having enough people who know how to implement and manage AI.
The talent shortage.
Exactly. Other big ones were the costs involved, sometimes a lack of the right tools or platforms being readily available, the sheer complexity of integrating AI with legacy systems, and again, dealing with all the data.
And this is where something like the AI plus robotics certification comes back into the picture, right? As a direct answer to some of these problems.
Precisely. It directly tackles that skills gap with targeted, practical, up-to-date training. It gives people hands-on time with the tools and platforms, demystifying them. And by providing a structured curriculum, encouraging ongoing learning, it helps build that necessary AI culture within a company, getting both the tech teams and the business leaders on the same page.
So if we had to boil down everything we've talked about, what's the main takeaway for someone listening right now?
I think the core message is pretty clear. The future is deeply intertwined with intelligent automation, this blend of AI and robotics. Developing expertise here isn't just beneficial, it's becoming strategically vital.
And the certification is positioned as sort of more than just learning skills.
Yeah.
It's about stepping into a leadership role in this space.
That's the goal, yes, to equip people with practical, actionable knowledge so that they can actually drive innovation, lead projects, and really carve out a significant place for themselves and their organizations in this evolving economy.
So if you're listening and you feel like this is where you want to be, leading at that intersection of AI and physical automation, what's the next step?
The most direct step is to check out the certification itself. Go to www.aicerts.io. That's AICERTS.io. All the details, curriculum, enrollment info should be there.
It definitely feels like a critical field, thinking about not just understanding, but actively shaping how these intelligent machines develop. It really makes you wonder what capabilities we'll see even 5-10 years from now and how they'll continue to reshape, well, pretty much everything.
It's an exciting and challenging time to be involved, that's for sure.